and welcome to my final project. I was inspired by the movie that we watched, Fed Up, in class. I really liked how they got into debunking myths about sugar and made a great point, or tons of great points, about obesity, especially in children in America, and honestly how dangerous it is. I want to take it a little bit farther. I want to talk about the different types of sugars. So when you go to the grocery store, there are two different types of foods that you can get, basically. You can get packaged food, which are on the inner aisles, or you can get produce, which is always on the outside. There's no packaging, no plastic, no ingredient list. All the foods that are in the aisles, and they're packaged and they're man-made, they're formulated and put together and packaged up and sold. Those types of foods have free sugars in them. This is the basis of Fed Up, basically. Free sugars are all monosaccharides and disaccharides added to foods by the manufacturer, cook, or consumer. But when you go and get an apple, you go get a banana, you go get dates, these fruits are filled with sugars, but they're good for you. And these are called natural sugars. They occur naturally in the food. They're not refined. So understanding two different types of cholesterol are important to this conversation. The first one is HDL cholesterol. This is high density lipoprotein. And the second is LDL cholesterol. This is low density lipoprotein. So HDL cholesterol, good cholesterol, according to Mayo Clinic, is high density lipoprotein is known as the good cholesterol because it helps remove other forms of cholesterol from your bloodstream. Higher levels of HDL cholesterol are associated with lower risk of heart disease, less clogging, more blood to your heart. You can pump your blood healthily throughout your entire body system. Next is LDL cholesterol. This is bad cholesterol. High levels of low-density lipoprotein can eventually build up within the walls of your blood vessels and narrow the passageways. Not good. Sometimes a clot can form and get stuck in the narrowed space, causing a heart attack or stroke. LDL is bad cholesterol. HDL cholesterol is good cholesterol. Let's talk about glucose. Every single cell in the human body runs on glucose. Glucose is the body's preferred source of energy. There are tons of diets all over the world, throughout different cultures, different countries, and it can depend on food supply in the area, weather, culture, lots of different things. Some other diets that are popular are the Here in America, a lot of people eat the SAD diet, the standard American diet. Another type of diet that is pretty popular is a no-carb or low-carb diet. One of the fad versions of this is the Atkins diet. And what a low-carb diet is, or what the Atkins diet is no carbohydrates, so you retrain your body to run off of fats instead of those carbohydrates. So you put your body into a ketogenic state. This diet obviously does not work. Robert Atkins was overweight when he died, and he had tons of health problems. He had a history of heart attacks, he had congestive heart failure, and hypertension. The last diet we're going to talk about is a whole foods plant-based diet. A vegan diet is based off of fruits, vegetables, and grains, so brown rice, lentils, beans. This diet is all sugar. Fed Up is 100% true. These free sugars that are in packaged foods are absolutely horrible for you, but whole plant-based foods also full of sugars, but these are natural sugars. These sugars are what every single cell in your body runs on. These whole food, plant-based diets, they regulate your insulin levels. Their insulin levels can balance out, they can become normal again because they're not having constant spikes with the fats. As far as eating fruit, for a type 2 diabetic, you would normally think that's off limits, but low dose of fructose benefits blood sugar control. And also normal to even high amounts of berries and greens can help prevent hypoglycemic dips. You're not going to see that crash and spike. If a person were to eat 200 grams of fructose, that's a lot. That is about 10-20 servings of fruit. It's also equal to 8 cans of soda. So look at the difference of what you could be consuming there. So 200 grams of fructose per day. No side effects, no adverse side effects. The only thing was a possible benefit of body weight, blood pressure, insulin levels, lipid levels, and fat in the blood. There was also a huge drop in LDL cholesterol. That's your bad cholesterol. It's that thought that your blood sugar is going to go up and then down and then you're going to feel terrible. It's not going to happen. Your body's going to balance out, you're going to have energy to do what you naturally want to do. Cancer. So vegan blood is less hospitable for cancer. Now, all blood cells are not hospitable for cancer, otherwise humans wouldn't exist. We wouldn't be able to fight anything off. But vegan blood, 8 times more likely to be able to fight off a cancer cell.